Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. Welcome. Glad you came to visit. So today's project, we're going to be doing these envelopes and these pockets. These are pockets. Do I have a card? Ooh. So this is a pocket and this is a pocket. And then you can always make one on the side or on the top. And this one is the same thing. This will be a pocket. Here, this is a pocket. This is a pocket. So these are the two projects. They're two projects. It's just different paper. And that's what we're going to do today. And then at the end, there's a couple of things I'd like to chit-chat with you about. Just things in my travels. Anyways, so these are from the 12 by 12 scrapbooking sheet. These are by the 6 by 6 scrapbooking sheets. So these we'll put to the side. Put my little bowl over there. Now, what we do, okay, I can't use that. Oh, I thought I had it ready here. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, well, it's not going to be a matching paper, okay? But basically, pretend it's all the same pattern. And here you can tell I did a boo-boo. Whatever. We work with it. So, this is your 12 by 12. So, what I did was I went from corner to corner, cut it across. I had to use a level. I have a long level because I don't have a long enough ruler. My longest ruler is this one, which is 15 inches. And it just doesn't work. You need at least 18 inches. So, anyways, you cut it corner to corner. And then you have that. And then what I do, I'll do all my 12 by 12s. I think I did like a dozen, roughly, of 12 by 12s. A lot of 12s. Anyway, so I did them all this way. And then I got rid of that big level tool. And then I went and did it this way. I'll try and do it a little higher up because I don't know how far down can I go for the camera. Oh, I can go down to here. Okay. So then I took this, and there's a line on my mat. So I sat it right on that line, and I made sure that past this line was on this side was equal to this side. So I just moved it over a bit. And you can verify if you've done it right by the point. So the point normally would be right on this line. Okay, and then your bottom's on the line, and then you know you're right. But I chose not to go right on the line. I chose to go right beside, and I'll explain why. See, it's just beside. Now, when you put your ruler, right? Oh, no, it's on the other side. Sorry. It goes on this side. Because I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, you may want the point on this side, and then your ruler would be here because you're using your left hand. But I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do it this way. I guess you could be right on the line too. So now what you're looking is the amount of a gap here from the line is the same on that side. So I have my ruler on the point, just slightly over, because otherwise when you cut, it's not going to be perfect, right? So I do a little bit of space, and then you look at the line, and you look at the line here. So there, in my opinion, that's pretty straight. So then you take your X-Acto knife, and then you go slow, but the knife, you want it to sit against the ruler, and you're pushing down with this hand so it doesn't shift, which is why I like the rulers with the cork backing. So now we're going to go. It has happened to me, and it still does, where sometimes the knife wants to go over a bit, and you don't want that. So rather go slow and make sure your knife is up against the ruler. And then once the paper is free, there you go. There is your paper. So now I've got 4 of them ready. I actually have more on the side table here. But so those are the papers cut. Now that is the big one. Now with the 6x6, you can make the same thing, but they're smaller, right? So this is with the 12x12. This is with the 6x6. Same with this. There is a difference. Now this one is 8.5 by 2 3/4. This one is 6. Here, I'll do it more over. Now you have to do it from here. Okay, so that's 6 by 2. You see the top here? That's 2 inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 by 2. So there lies the difference. Now, whether it goes this way or this way, it's how you fold the paper. You can do either way, whatever you like. So yeah, this is the 12x12. It'll come out bigger. The 6x6, it'll come out smaller. Now, of course, with the big one, you could cut it again and probably end up with the smaller size. But that's another project. So that's that. And then this one is so it's pretty much 4. See, it's just like ever so slightly more than 4. And then this way, it's 6. So it's 4 by 6. Which my maximum size, I believe, what I make is 5 by 7s. So that's okay. Because if you fold a printer paper in half, it's 8.5 by 11, which would make it 5.5 by 4 1/4. Well, no, wait a minute. You fold it in half. You don't fold it twice. I just want to do more math. I love math. Okay, so you take your 8.5 by 11 sheet, you fold it in half, you end up with 8.5 by 5.5, right? Because the 11 is the part that folds. So you end up with 5.5 and 8.5. So this will fit. And so will this, because this is 8. 8.5, so it'll just fit on the sheet. Anyways, and then this small one, enough yapping, Angie or Angelika, whatever nickname, 3 by 4. Got a little bit of sticking out. All right, so now with this one, you're not going to cut it in half and then half again. With the 6x6, you just go in half. And you saw me cut the 12x12, so I'm not going to cut this one. But see, it's just cut in half, and that's it. And then you end up with a bunch of these, which I have no idea. Oh, here. There should be 2 pinks. Oh, no, 1 pink's there. And then 2 of these. Those are the ones I cut. So this I'll cut off camera. Put it to the side. So now, we'll do the 6x6 first. All right, so the folded one. Now, if you want it to look like this, where the higher is on the right, you will put your paper like that. If you want it on the left, you just shift it And there, now it's on the left. So it's totally up to you. Since I did that one like that, let's do this one like this. Okay, now where's my paper that has, oh, I don't have the measurement for the small one. All right, well, we're gonna just have to wing it. It's a 2-inch fold. So we're gonna go 2-inch and then fold it. Now you want this to stay on that line so that you know. That's why I love this mat. I could go without a scoreboard, which I do have one, and I did do most of these on the scoreboard, but I'm just showing you, you don't need a scoreboard. So you just look that it's the 2-inch and you fold it. And then when you flip this one back, there you go. Now there is a bit of space, so I probably could have gone a little, and see, even when I did measure the 2-inch, it is slightly wider. So if I would have been more accurate or a little bit on the inside, this would have been perfect. Now, oh, I thought I was going to do it the opposite way. Silly me. All right. Anyways, we're going to do another one. Now remember, when you fold it, you are going to have a bit of a bump here. So just play with it. See, I'm actually inside the line, which is fine. And then we're going to fold this over to this fold. To this line, to the paper. But remember, you're always looking that the bottom is straight. That is where your priority lies. So now I put the point right to the edge, and then look at the bottom and fold. And there you go. So now I have a right side and a left side. See that? I got a right and a left. And I'll do this one off camera the same. All right, I just want to show you how to do these. Now for this one, you're taking the scrapbook paper. I'll take the green one. I have a whole bunch of cut up triangles on my side table here, which I'll do off camera. I just want to show you how we do this. All right, so this is like that. You want it all nice squared. Now on this one, it's 2 3/4. So 1, 2, 3/4. So I'm going to go right about there. And remember, you're always looking at the bottom so that they are aligned. There we go. And then you fold. And then you flip this one over, and now the fold is going to be aligned with the paper. But remember, the bottom, always watch your bottom, because you want it to be, see, and then you can check your point too to make sure it's in this corner here. And then you go like that. And there you go. Now, on both of these, I did not mention, I don't usually talk about the gluing because it's totally up to you. Now, I would glue the bottom on this flap, just the bottom. And then this is a pocket. Then here, I would glue the bottom and then this side, not this side. So you open it up, you put glue here. You'll close it and you clip it, or just hold it. Glue grabs pretty quickly. So then you have a pocket here and a pocket here. Now when I put it in the journal, hold on. Let's say this is my journal, okay? No, wait a minute. Let's not use that one. Oh, do I not have a book I can use? All right, here. My Sudoku, neutral grounds. So, now, of course, this is too small, but if I want to glue it in this way, this side and this side, I could have a pocket here. If I glue it this side and this side, I then have a pocket on this side. Or you can glue all the sides down and then you just have this and this. So it's really up to you how you want to glue it, which is why I never talk about gluing, because myself, I will glue this flap on the bottom, then I will glue this on two sides, glue it down, and so then the bottom is completely glued, the side here is glued. Now you could leave this open, and then that way if you put something bigger in the pocket, you've got the room, right? So yeah, you could just, both layers, just glue the bottom and leave the rest, and there you go. The glue I use is glitter glue. Glue stick is too wide, so if you want to put anything in the pocket, the glue stick is going to be going like this, so it's going to be as wide as the stick, which then takes away from your pocket. So for the pockets, it's definitely art glitter glue. You could probably use Lapage or Elmer's or one of those other white glues. Remember though, those white glues are water-based, and so your paper could wrinkle. Mind you, it's pretty thick. It probably won't, but just a heads up. All right, well, that is totally explained and done. Now these envelopes. And you know what? These are going to be even easier to explain. Where is a triangle, and then a triangle from the 6x6. All right. You know how easy these are? Now you could do either side. You could use that or have it white like this way. It's totally up to you. All you do, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, this is the one with the measurements. You have to measure. Now, this is 12 inches. This is 18 minus 6 is 12. So point to point, it's 12 inches. So you're going to divide it by 3 is 4 inches. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to go along that line to fold it. Again, watch the bottom of your paper so that you have it aligned when you crease your fold, right? Because you want the bottom aligned. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to fold it on that line. You could also just look that the point is in the corner, right? I do that sometimes. There. And there you have it. Your envelope's done. After all the cutting and you have all your triangles, it just like so quick. And then this, I would glue the bottom, glue this down, and then glue the bottom here and glue this down. And I would not glue this because then if you have something bigger, if you want to do envelope in an envelope, or you have a bigger ephemera card, do you know what I mean? Or if you put your big ephemera card here, you have room to put a little ticket or something in there. Now this one I did backwards from that one. If you don't like the white on the front, you rather the white underneath because it's going to be covered anyways, then there you go. And you would glue it this way. And it's the exact same with this one. The point goes there, you're on your line. I always start with my triangle on the line and then line up the point. That's why these mats are great. I'd be lost without these mats. All right, so now it measures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and probably a half because there's a little bit on either side. So you're going to divide that by 3. How do you divide 8.5 by 3? My brain's not working. Oh, wait a minute. 8.5. 6 would be 2 times. 2.5 times by 3 would be 7.5. So you're going 2 3/4. So 1, 2, and we'll go halfway because there's a quarter there, which really there, yeah, it is. Meh, I could go a little bit more over there. So the 1, 2, and a little bit more. See, I made a boo-boo here. And then about 3/4. And then this one, 1, 2 3/4. There you go. Now mine is lopsided because of my little boo-boo here. Oh, I also folded it too much. See, you can see it's not aligned properly. It should be like that. Because here, this part. Anyway, I'll toy around with it off camera. But yeah, when there's a boo-boo, it gets a little harder. Anyway, so that's that. So those are 2 of them. Now I'm just mass making these things. Once I've mass made a whole bunch of these kind of things, including the cards I had done, the ephemera cards and the playing cards, these triangles, and there's going to be a few more. But once I'm done making a whole bunch of them, and that's all we're doing is you know, like gluing the bottoms, and then I'm just going to have a pile. Just like I have a stack of these that I made after off camera. I made a whole bunch more. Like, look how many I have. So that's what I'm doing because I have the supplies out. Might as well make a whole bunch than every time having to pull out what I need, do it. Okay, I've made 2. Next one. Make a whole bunch. Make like 12 or more. And then you have enough. And then when it comes to the journals, that's when you're going to put things on it and decorate it. Do the corners if you want. Well, mind you, I like my corners a certain way. So, like even with these cards, I did do 2 different sizes. If you look here, this corner is bigger than that corner. But it really doesn't matter. The corners are just so that it slides in better. Like something like this, I had done a corner on the top here because it's a nice finish. But really, it's an envelope. You don't need to deal, you know, like cut that. But if you wanted to, you could. And I did on that one. So we're just going to make a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I still want to do another master board too, which the master board is this thing. I want to make another one because these cards have gone a long way. I think these are my last 3 from the last master board. So I do want to make another one of those. Actually, we may make a few master boards. Okay, so I can clean that stuff up. Now, what I wanted to show you, yesterday, I pulled out all these things. Where's the one I made? There. Now, I have up here on my wooden box or cardboard box up there, I have it marked 6" by 9". So, nothing I make is more than the 6" by 9". And because I only do this part, I don't decorate it yet. When it comes to putting it in a journal, I can still trim it, right? So my maximum size is a 6 by 9. Now, why it's not 5.5 by 8.5, I do not know. but I chose 6 by 9. Oh, probably because when I do the 12 by 12 papers, when I turn them into a journal, it would be that size. But anyways, so durable, reusable, green, plastic bottles, advertisement, home decor, journey, download the app. Don't know what it is. Not promoting it. Cobb's Bakery. Like, that's even a cute shape, isn't it? Like, I could even leave the buns, just cover up the company name and put something on the back. That's a cool shape. Specsavers. Car stuff. Bike. This is one I had cut into strips. Like, all of these, like coupons. They expired. This would be garbage, right? Because you're not going to keep expired coupon. You throw it away. Well, covered with paper on both sides. Trim the edge. And then there you go. Now, this was a flyer I ripped. It's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So that's perfect for a journal. So even you could cover it. I'm trying to think this through. If you took a full sheet of paper, you measure out this, and then from here you go at an angle. So then when you fold over, you could end up with a pocket. And this could become a pocket that you just glue into your book, and then have another pocket behind, plus the one from your sheet that you cut at an angle and then flip over. Like, this was actually a 3-parter. Well, I only have 2 here. I'm pretty sure there was a 3rd part. Oh, there it is. I knew there was a 3rd part. I'm not getting senile yet. No dementia here. Anyways, so you know what I mean? Like, that could be. All you got to do is cover them with pretty paper. Dollar store gives you pretty paper. Go to the dollar store. Pick up some pretty paper. Like all of these. Like Mr. Lube. Look at this. From the Mr. Lube in Walmart. And the regular Mr. Lube. Like, we keep getting them in the mail. Here was a Mother's Day thing that I had kept. Here was when we went to the RV show. You pick up these things, advertisement. So you read it. You know, see what you need to do if you decide to go to these places or not. And then that's garbage then. Once you know about these places and or been, then why do you still need this? Cover it up with paper. Wrapping paper. You can buy wrapping paper, shelving paper, scrapbooking paper, newspaper, magazine, anything. So that's another idea. And these don't cost money. The companies are promoting their business, and you pay attention. And then if you don't want anything to do with them, then there you go. You make something like this. Now, this is just dollar store paper. So now, that's another one. So I'm going to do these this weekend and have a whole bunch like this from these. Now, if they're too big, if you don't like it that big, you just cut it in half. Right? So much fun. I love this kind of stuff because it just teaches you how to be creative, and you know, you don't have to spend money. Okay, now one more thing I want to show you and then we're done. Okay. Now, after I made all these with you guys and I had a lot done, last night I thought, oh, I need some generic ones. And these are the thinner ones. These are paper and these are cardstock. So I made these with cardstock and I made these with paper. And because I needed some generic ones. And I'm like, you know what? By the time you glue everything on it that you want, it becomes a little bit thicker. You know what I mean? So I just folded them in half. But I did not do the corners on those. I may later, but for now, so that I can look at it and know without touching it which is cardstock and which isn't. Now, back to those books I bought that I've been tearing apart. So, this is your paper that you can use to scrapbook, right? Everybody loves text behind their focal point. Now, remember how I said that all of these photos I was going to cut out? Well, that photo was there. Now, oh shoot, I did not, here. I'll use some stuff from here. Okay, I just brought out some ephemera stuff. All right, so let's say we use this one. You can do something like this. And then you can put this on it. Or you can put something else behind it if you want. Let's say you don't like the color. It's already too much color. Then you can go something like that. And of course you can do a stamp and all kinds of other stuff. But there you go. Here's another one that I cut out from those books. There we go. Now I did leave the writing on it like I said I would. But I may, when it comes time to glue it down, I may just cut it off and just use it as is. See, there's a photo. There's some artwork. These are the ones I had bought from Amazon. I have all kinds. This is washi tape that I put on a white backing. This is a cutout from one of the papers I have that is collaged, and it's the old style. Now, what I could do is put this here and this, because if you look at the way the girls dress, it could be from, they were selling this stuff at the time. Or you could use the newsprint behind it and then just go like that. So yes, I just wanted to show you I am cutting them out, and then what's left I then tear, and then I use it on. Oops, I didn't do that very well. It's not the way you're supposed to rip it. Silly me. Yeah, I want it this way. So I would put that like that. And then, where's a bigger one? Oh, maybe the little girl. Pretend there's no writing on the bottom. Oh, actually, there. Hey, there you go. Add some stamps, maybe a butterfly, ladybug, perfume company, advertisement. Anyways, and then I have these that what I want to do is photocopy them. And then once I photocopy them, I can cut out, you know, like the advertisement. It's the advertisement that gets my attention. So that I can just cut out that photo, but it would be on a photocopy. Or I cut them all out, put them on the scanner, on the photocopier, and then just photocopy the photos. So these are sort of like my working copy. So then whenever I want some printouts of anything in here, I just grab this and then I can photocopy. Or I could just do a whole bunch and then cut it out and just have it in a container on my desk. So, was there anything else I wanted to share? I think that's it for today. So I'm going to clean up my mess, and I'm going to use up all my triangles. I have a few more big ones to cut. And then I'll do a whole bunch of those envelopes and that. There is, oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention. Don't dilute tacky glue. I diluted tacky glue and it warped the paper like crazy. Do not dilute. Rather use white school glue and just leave the tacky glue as thick as it is. It's hard to deal with because it's thick, but you're going to get a lot less wrinkles. All right, well, I'm going to let you go here. I have so much clutter everywhere I can't think straight. Oh, I know, there was one more thing. I'm just looking at my book. This thing. I was so excited the other day. Yippee! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I got another one in the mail. Yay! I've already played with it. See? There we go. Same company. Thank you, Diane Brown. I really, really appreciate it. So that's the calendar for 2024. This was the calendar for 2023, which, as you know, I showed you earlier in the year how I decorated it and I made my beads and everything. Well, now I have another one to do. I tell you, there's so many projects to do. So, first order of business, which I've already done. I decided to completely remove the staples. Last year, I just opened them up, took the pages out, and added a piece of graph paper, like one in between every layer, and then one in the middle, and then I closed the staples, and Bob's your uncle. This year, I took them completely out. I am going to do the 3-hole punch this year because I found last year I didn't have enough scrap paper between for each of the months. Plus here I have an envelope because sometimes I want to stick things in and save it. This is going to be a whole pocket. And then like December, which is this month, it's actually December 2023, which this is just going to be ideas and stuff. Like each bubble could be another idea. And I have 2 sheets of paper. And then I decided to do colored paper instead of graph paper. So for January, it's green. February is yellow. Then it's purple. Then it's pink. Then it's blue. And then white. And then after doing this, I was thinking, you know what? I have a program on my laptop that is an office program. Well, what I could do is make for these paper where, because you can do like a brochure on a landscape and make it like a brochure. And what I could do is like have the worksheet, print out the worksheet on this directly, and then I just stick it in the book instead of having to handwrite, you know, like whatever the information I take, like views, subscribers, hours, number, top 3 videos, and all this. Well, I could put 1, 2, 3, and that's my top 3 videos. And then here the views it got. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff, that information that I like to collect, I could have a worksheet already printed up from the computer. So the first week I would answer these questions. The second week I would answer these questions. The third week, the fourth week. And then because there's notes, it would be the 5th week here. Or I could add another sheet. So I'm just so excited. And just to give you a sneak peek, these are the decorative sheets I'm going to have on it. I love that one. And this one is another nice one. I'm thinking either this will be on the front cover or this. And I'm thinking more likely this because I love my garden. And then this will go on the back cover. And then, of course, you know, I put washi tape. I may put some material. I'm not sure. And then when you open it up, I have these two, which I absolutely love this. I might just glue it here or glue it on the envelope. I'm not sure. And then this one would be on the other side, either here or here. So yeah, I'm starting to plan it because this needs to be ready, this book, because that book expires December 31st. That's a 2023. This is 2024. And I have to put on here like 2024 somewhere. And this one I have to put on at 2023 somewhere. Maybe I should have done it on the beads. I didn't even think about that. I put Angelika's journal. Maybe on the next one, I'll just put, or maybe for one of the dangles, I'll put a number. Number 1, number 2. No, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, yay, I got another book. Yippee. But that means more work again. Anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for visiting. Remember, do what makes you happy and everything else will fall into place. All right. Take care. I'll see you probably Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye for now.